So you have gauges, and they're all animated, but you have this overlay.
You can adjust the seat if you'd like.
That's not the window.
Windows are here.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Wild. I'm a little bit shorter, so I'll pull up a tad. And like a normal car.
With no starter motor.
And so we'll bring this up just a tad so we can talk.
You can do both if you want.
Yeah. That's the weird. I wonder if the S2000 is like that. I can't remember if it is or isn't.
I don't think so.
Yeah. So I have to double clutch for second.
Downshifting.
Okay.
Only. Or you can just kind of take it easy, and you don't necessarily have to.
Okay.
It's noisy, and
Okay.
I've never driven another Insight, so I don't know if that's a normal thing. I know the intermediate shaft bearing is kind of noisy on this thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, a lot of this stuff we're going to have to take with a grain of salt, saying this is a 17-year-old Honda that's been driven. There are...
If you hit that FDC button there, it'll give you the...
147,000 miles on it. So it's been used for what it's meant to be used for.
Sure. I think you could argue that it's been used less, because a lot of these things have like 300,000.
Really?
Can you hear it kind of...
Yeah, that's a bearing.
Yeah. But it hasn't been getting noisier, so, and I don't want to dump $2,000 into getting the transmission rebuilt, so.
And it's a start-stop feature.
Yes. So when
I noticed that we're a little bit down on fuel. So
you got another 150 miles.
Okay. All right. Once we get past out the lows here, it gets a little bit windy. We have a red line of 6,000 even, and very nice display on our speedometer. Even wearing polarized lenses, which I am, and I can still see it, which is something that doesn't work with a lot of your LCD displays or even LEDs. What gear am I in? Fourth?
Second.
That's still second. So your electric motor gives an extra 10 horsepower and some more torque to assist it.
Right.
Is there any visual? Okay, I see a little gauge that's going up and down there. That's probably just an economy gauge.
Well, you'll see the charge and assist. So right now you're charging.
Oh, up top there, yeah.
Yep. When you go up this hill here a little bit, you see the assist.
Yeah.
And if you really do a pull, you'll see the battery gauge go down. It's only at 3 bars right now.
Yeah. And this is not a plug-in hybrid.
No.
It's you get battery charge based on how you drive.
Right.
So if you're constantly romping around, your battery charge is never going to be much.
Or if you live in a hilly area, and this battery is old, presumably, so like that's why it does the grid charging.
Okay. But there are modifications that people use to turn this into a plug-in?
It's way above my pay grade. I don't know. I bought it as a little runabout car.
So I'm in fifth?
You're in third.
Oh wow. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell what we're in.
You actually might be in fifth, but it's geared really tall.
Oh, sorry, man.
That's all right.
Sorry. Sorry. That was so we were in third. That was second.
Okay.
Not fourth. So
you're in neutral right now. So
yeah.
if you
So I'm gonna go
there, you're third.
Third.
It actually tells you to shift up or down. So now it's telling you to shift up, and that's based upon the computer telemetry that it wants for maximizing the fuel economy.
There's full-on wide open throttle. All right. Yeah, a lot of assist.
You're in second gear going 60 miles an hour.
That is tall gearing.
Right.
Now this is a wild turn, which I will not take weird. I'll keep it in third. And this is these guys are doing something. Oh, it's a radio controlled flying club. and one real plane.
Or a big 1-to-1 scale.
Yeah. So it growls a little bit at the very bottom.
With the bearing.
Yeah. Okay, now it's charging. Oh, it's charging a lot.
Sure. Because you're in second gear. If you were in a higher gear, it's based upon the engine speed.
Yeah.
And if you hit the brakes, you'll peg that.
Okay. I'll go right to 5th. And it's still charging. Okay. So it'll always have a little bit of resistance going down a hill.
It'll kick off when you start slowing way down. That charge will go away.
Okay.
And it's kind of a little. The guy that I bought it from, who was an English fella, he said it's kind of like a little dance that you do, especially with the battery being a little older.
Yeah.
So going up a steep hill, using a lot of assist, you might want to be in a lower gear.
That's interesting. With the assist, I'm going 40 miles an hour. I put my foot down, it will accelerate.
Sure.
As opposed to if this was a real 1 liter without that, it would it wouldn't do anything.
Yeah, it gives you that torque right away.
This is definitely a car over which you are to nerd out. The hyper mileage dream, because this is a particular way of driving. Gearing that you could put all your effort into, and if that's what you like, this would be amazing.
To hypermile, which I don't do. I'm happy getting 50 miles to the gallon, which in the Insight community is you're a demon.
Yeah. Okay, I think this is Pine Road. We go back here, it'll take us back. If not, one of us is. There is no VTEC E pulling. It's probably a single cam, and I doubt. Well, it may have some form of variable valve timing, but there's no pull. It doesn't really pull any different between 3 and 6, which is interesting. There's no real change up, no real tug. The power delivery feels like, although it's a less powerful version of, but same sort of curve, as my mom's 2000 Mercedes SLK 230 compressor, because that has an Eaton supercharger on it, which is what they came with, in a, I think, like 2.3 liter straight 4. So it pulls all the time, because it just has that intake pressure. But there's no hyper crazy stuff at the top end. So this is a small engine like that is made to be driven as if it's a larger. Ooh, sorry,
That's
sorry,
okay.
didn't get it.
I do it all the time. If you drive this without that battery, it's very hard to drive. Like coming up this hill, you'd almost have to be in first gear.
Wow,
because it's so tall.
Blind spot for 2000 is quite a challenge. See who's hiding out right there. Have you met any other Insight drivers in your travels?
Not really. There are clubs. There's an Insight Fest, but like I said, I'm not.
Now, how big is this compared to the Fit? I mean, it's certainly lower, but I'll bet it's longer. Anyway, we'll have a look there just to see sizes. Where do you normally leave it?
First gear.
First gear. And it doesn't have...
it has an e-brake, but I don't use it because it sticks.
Oh.
Drum brakes in the back. And
thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you for letting me drive this. It's a unique car. Oh. In my head, I'm thinking what Civic had that right there.
CRX.
Oh. Dude.
Yeah.
Awesome.